Hi friends, now we are going to continue about fuel and combustion. So, in last class we see here fuel classifications of fuels. Now we are going to know about combustion. Combustion is an exothermic chemical reaction which is accompanied by developed of the heat and light at a rapid rate. Temperature rises considerably. ఇక్కడ కంబషన్ వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే మనకి హీట్ డెవలప్ చేయడానికి యూస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాము. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, కంబషన్ ఆఫ్ కార్బన్ ఇన్ ఆక్సిజన్. నౌ లుక్ ఎట్ హియర్, the combination of carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide plus 97 kilocalories. For proper combustion, the substance must be brought to its kindly or ignition temperature. To its kindly ignition temperature, which may be defined as the minimum temperature at which the surface substance ignites and burns without further addition of heat from outside. ఎటువంటి హీట్ కూడా అవుట్ సైడ్ నుంచి మనం తీసుకోకుండా విత్ టెంపరేచర్ అంటే మనకి కంబషన్ ప్రాసెస్లో జరిగేటప్పుడు మినిమం టెంపరేచర్ ఏదైతే ఉంటుందో ఆ టెంపరేచర్తో మనము ఇగ్నైట్ చేయగలగాలన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు కోల్ అయినా కానీ లేదంటే పెట్రోలు, గ్యాస్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఏంటంటే బర్న్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. ఓకే, నౌ హియర్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు కన్సిడర్ అబౌట్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అఫెక్టింగ్ ది రేట్ ఆఫ్ కంబషన్. The rate of combustion depends on the following factors. Now here, the concentration of the fuel and air. This is the first factor. Next, the nature of the combustible substance and the temperature. Next, with increase in pressure or surface area of the fuel, the rate of combustion can be increased. It increases with an increase in pressure of air. It increases with the preheating of fuel and air. These all are the factors, okay, of the combustion. The next thing is calorific value. It is the most important characteristic property of any fuel. ఏ ఫ్యూల్ తీసుకున్నా కూడా మనకి ప్రతి ఫ్యూల్లో చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అయిన థింగ్ ఏంటంటే calorific value. Calorific value may be defined as the amount of heat liberated by the complete combustion of a unit mass of a fuel. ఇక్కడ calorific value అంటే ఏంటంటే calorific value may be defined as the amount of heat liberated by the complete combustion of a unit mass of fuel. సో టోటల్ యూనిట్ ఆఫ్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యూయల్ అమౌంట్ ఎంత హీట్ మనకి టోటల్గా వస్తుందో అంటే పూర్తిగా ఎంత హీట్ అనేది మనకి జనరేట్ అవుతుందో దాన్ని మనం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేదాన్నే కెలోరిఫిక్ వాల్యూ అంటాం. ఇక్కడ మనకి కెలోరిఫిక్ వాల్యూలో హయ్యర్ అండ్ లోయర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ కెలోరిఫిక్ వాల్యూస్ మనం చూడొచ్చు. ఓకే, సో ద ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ గ్రోస్ ఆర్ హయ్యర్ కెలోరిఫిక్ వాల్యూ. మన హయ్యర్ కెలోరిఫిక్ వాల్యూ అని అనొచ్చు, లేదంటే గ్రోస్ ఆర్ హయ్యర్ కెలోరిఫిక్ వాల్యూ అని అనొచ్చు. ద టోటల్ హీట్ జనరేటెడ్ వెన్ ఏ యూనిట్ quantity of fuel is completely burned and the products of combustion are cooled to room temperature. Okay, the higher temperature is here the calorific value, the total heat generated, మొత్తం ఎంత హీట్ అయితే జనరేట్ అవుతుందో ఆ జనరేట్ అయిన హీట్ మొత్తం కూడా ఫ్యూల్ క్వాంటిటీ కంప్లీట్లీ బర్న్ అంటే మొత్తం టోటల్గా ఫ్యూల్ మొత్తం కంప్లీట్గా బర్న్ అయిన క్వాంటిటీకి క్వాంటిటీకి ఈక్వల్ అవుతుంది, అంటే ప్రోడక్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ కంబషన్ అండ్ కూల్డ్ టు రూమ్ టెంపరేచర్. ఓకే, now we going to see here formulas how to this calculate. Now here you look at here DeLong's formula, theoretical calculation. DeLong's formula for the theoretical calculation of calorific value is HCV or GCV is equal to 1 by 100 8080 C means carbon plus 34500 hydrogen minus oxygen by 8 plus 2240 S sulfur. Now here kilocalorie per kg, where C, H, O and S represents the percentage of the corresponding elements in the fuel. ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో ఆ ఫ్యూల్కి కరస్పాండింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్. Now we go to know about net or lower calorific value. Here this is the lower calorific value. The net heat produced when a unit quantity of fuel is completely burnt and the product of combustion are allowed to escape. Product of combustion to allowed to escape. So the NGV is equal to GCV minus latent heat of condensation of steam product. Latent heat of condensation of steam product. So now here 1 part by weight of H2 produces 9 parts by weight of H2O as follows. The latent heat of steam is 587 calorie per gm. This is the fixed constant for latent heat in steam, 587 calories per gm. Now hydrogen plus oxygen is equal to water. So now here 2 grams of hydrogen and 16 grams of oxygen. Totally we get here 18 grams of water. The totally the value of 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. Thus NCV is equal to GCV minus 9 by 100 hydrogen into 587 kilocalorie per kg, or you can solve this 0.99H. Okay, 587 kilocalories per kg. These are the totally lower calorific value and higher calorific value. Now where hydrogen percentage in the fuel. Okay, now we are going to see calculations. Okay, here with the help of bomb calorimeter, how to calculate the fuel. In bomb calorimeter, how to calculate the fuel. Now we are going to see that one. Okay, so now how to calculate the fuel with the help of bomb calorimeter. Okay, now I write down here calculation part. Okay, weight of fuel taken in the burstable is equal to so now I can write down here weight of the fuel taken in the crucible is equal to, this is called X GMs. Next we go for weight of the water. Weight of the water in the calorimeter. So bomb calorimeter. Now here we go to capital W GMS. You can write. Now we go for weight of we go for take water. Okay, now here water equivalent is equal to small w. You can take water is small w. Okay. So next we take initial temperature, that is equal to T1 degree Celsius. Now we go for final temperature T2 degree Celsius. So higher calorific value, okay, higher calorific value of the fuel. Now I can write down here HCV in fuel. Okay, higher calorific value in fuel is equal to L. I take consider L. Okay. So next, heat absorbed. Heat absorbed by water. I take here capital W. T2 minus T1 calories. Now heat absorbed calorimeter. I'm going to take here heat absorbed by calorie. So in here I write down small w into T2 minus T1 calories. Look at this. Here we take the all values: weight of fuel X, weight of water W, and water equivalent calorimeter is small w, initial temperature, final temperature, and high calorific value in fuel L, heat absorbed and heat absorbed by water and heat absorbed by calorimeter. Now we can write down here heat absorbed by water and calorimeter. Now I am going to write here heat absorbed by water and calorimeter. Now that is equal to capital W T2 minus T1 plus small w T2 minus T1 calories. Okay. Now we can write this is equal to capital W plus small w T2 minus T1. Okay. Right. Now next we go for heat liberated by the fuel. Heat liberated by the fuel is equal to X into L. Now L is high calorific value in fuel. X is equal to, now here, weight of the fuel taken in the consumed. Okay. Now here therefore heat liberated by the fuel, therefore heat liberated by the fuel is equal to heat absorbed by the water and calorific value. Heat absorbed by the water and calorimeter. Okay. Now we can write down heat liberated by the fuel is equal to X into L. Now we write down here heat absorbed by water and calorimeter. You can write down this value in here. Now we will see what happened. Okay. In here L So high calorific value is equal to T2 minus T1 divided by X. That's called here calorie per gram. Okay, this is the high calorific value. This is high calorific value. Now we are going to calculate. Now we are going to calculate of lower calorific value. That's called here NGV. Okay, let the percentage of hydrogen in the fuel. That's called here the percentage of hydrogen is equal to H. You take next weight of water produced from 1 gm of the fuel. Next you can write here weight of water produced from 1 gm of the fuel. Okay, that is equal to, I can write down here 9H divided by 100 GMS. Now the value we can take here 0.09H GMS. Therefore, heat liberated during condensation of steam, condensation of steam, LCV of fuel is equal to GCV is equal to GCV minus latent heat of water. Now we write down this LCV is equal to L minus the value of 0.09H into 587 calorie per grams. So this is the value for lower calorific value, and now this is higher calorific value. Okay, based on this, how to solve the problems? Now we are going to solve the problem here. Now problem 1. Okay, now we will see the problem 1 first in here. This is the problem 1. Calculate the gross and net calorific values of a coal. Here look at this gross net, and this is called higher, this is called lower, of a coal having the following compositions: carbon 80%, hydrogen 0.8%, oxygen 0.8%, sulfur 2%, and ash is 2%. Let latent heat of steam is 587 calorie gm. This is the given problem. Okay, now solution. How to find this solution in here? I write down here given first. In given, the compositions are given here. C is equal to 80, hydrogen now the problem is given oxygen, sulfur and ash. This is the given. Now if we go for solution, first gross calorific value GCV. Now in here GCV is equal to 1 by 100. We know the very well the formula GCV 8080C plus 34500 H minus O plus 22405. Okay, now the substitute the percentages in here. $80.8 again 0.8 plus 22405. Yes is 2. Okay, this is not y, sorry, this is yes. Okay, now calculate this. We get here 0.8 kilocalorie per kg. This is the value of high calorific value. Now we are going to calculate here low calorific value. So that is called net calorific value NCV. So now here NCV is equal to GCV minus 9 by 100 H into 587 kilocalorie per kg. Now here substitute these values. 9 by 100 into 8 into 587. The units are must. Okay, now the calculate this, we'll get kilocalorie per kg. Okay, this is the answer for net calorific value. Okay, now we are going to see another problem of this. Problem 2, what is given in here? Problem 2, look at here, problem 2. On analysis, a coal sample has the following composition by weight. C 75%, O2 0.4, S 0.5 and ash 3%. Net calorific value of the fuel is 9797.7 kilocalorie per kg. Here in this problem net calorific value is given. Okay, now we'll see what we will going to find. Calculate the percentage of hydrogen and percentage of hydrogen and gross calorific value of coal. So in here we are going to find hydrogen, percentage of hydrogen and GCV value. Okay, so next, okay, we are going to see how to solve this problem. Now I am going to write first the given data for this. Okay, now solution. So given, what is given in here? C 75%, O2 0.5%, 0.5% and ash 3%. Okay, and net calorific value low CV is equal to 9797.71 kilocalorie per kg. So now this is the problem is given. We know very well GCV, that is equal to NCV plus 0.0 H into 587 kilocalorie per kg. We know very well this. In calculation part, we are going to see in here calculation part, we find out here Excel, okay, and now high calorific value. Before going this, now this is the value for this, okay, we take here low calorific value, that is equal to GCV minus latent heat. Now here we change this GCV, need to GCV. What happened in this value, it will go here, so LCV plus heat of water. Okay, now I take this equation like this. Okay, now substitute the values. We know latent heat is given, sorry, 0.71 plus 0.09 H into 587 kilocalorie per kg. Okay, now we don't know hydrogen, so we don't know hydrogen, so then you can put it, this is called equation 1. Now GCV is equal to 1 by 100 8080 C plus 3400 hydrogen minus oxygen by 8 plus 2250 S kilocalorie per kg. Now we are going to substitute all values in here. The carbon is 75, 34500. Hydrogen we don't know, but oxygen is given, plus S is given. Okay, that the thing is here kilocalorie per kg. So now solve this equation. Here we'll get H, so unknown is H, kilocalorie per kg. You put here unknown is there, so two unknowns. Now this you can take equation 2. Okay, now we are going to solve this. Equation 2 in substituted in equation 1, then 9797.71 plus 0.09 H into 587, that is equal to equation 2 here, 5999.5 599.5 plus 345 hydrogen. Now solve this, you get hydrogen 3798.21 divided by 292.2. Therefore percentage of hydrogen is equal to, so that is approximately we get hydrogen 13%. Now here substituting the value of hydrogen in the GCV equation, then here GCV is equal to 1 by 100. Now we know very well all values, so substitute all these things. Hydrogen is 13. I will find the value of kilocalorie per kg. Calculate this, we'll get here 84.5 kilocalorie per kg. Okay. So this is the procedure to solve the problems in combustion. Okay. To solve the problems in combustion processes. Okay. And now in next class we are going to know about gas fuels analysis. Okay, these all are for normal fuels. Okay, now we are going to know about gas fuel analysis. Okay, gas fuel analysis in next class. Okay, thank you.